What is popping in your lives today? M Racing 89 here, bringing you a new YouTube video. Today, we are doing the Sub-Stop Endurance Series qualifying, the Geese piece 14 minutes at the Glen qualifying. The finale race will be tomorrow, but qualifying is today. I am not alone today. I am joined by...
Joe Donahue.
And...
Oh, David Land. Oh, I should have done the what's up, guys? David Land here. We're bringing you Sub-Stop Endurance Series, race number last one, and we're at the Watkins Glen International Speedway for GT Racing. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. I'm gonna ask when you're gonna be done here. Here's Nabi Runin.
Oh, God. We're doing that still?
Nah, I'm gonna end that.
That's a thing?
We did it yesterday.
We did it for Daytona, yeah. We mispronounced the names purposely. Purposefully. Let's move on to, hey, qualifying. So here we have Jake
is
coming.
now starting his lap. Or no, he is not. He's not even there yet. I'm sorry. So, we have to talk about the points battle. It is between this guy. Let me get up here.
This is a double points race, right?
No.
Who does that?
Series that can't figure out that their championship is just fine without double points, but whatever.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Rossi getting in fifth somehow. So Wolfgang Stone is currently 1 point behind Scott Sharp coming into this race. You can see Scott Sharp go on board with him. Scott Sharp has pretty much been the points leader, I think, since race 2 when he won Laguna Seca in dominant fashion. Definitely, he got 4th last week, so that did help out Wolfgang Stone a ton. He was within 3 points of him coming into that race. Now he's within 1. Ooh, we got loose out of that thing.
This is what happens when you allow professional racing drivers into your R-Factor series, Matt.
Yes, I know. Got Sharp, obviously. Oh, here is Brian's new scheme.
Ooh,
Well, that's quite loud.
It's everything's the same. It's just orange.
Yes, that's the only difference to the scheme.
What is the orange representing?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
was
know what it
messing
is.
around with the paint scheme, and
Carl
I was like, oh,
Edwards
that
car.
looks good. So I left it there.
Well, we'll just call it a Carl Edwards car. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't going. Oh, well, yeah,
It's a
that would
tribute.
work too. It's because Brian's
Right,
Carl
right.
Edwards fan.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's good.
I didn't even mean to do
That's not
that.
It's good.
It would have been even
Yeah.
cooler if you'd made it stripe white.
You know, it would have been even cooler if you wouldn't judge it constantly. Gosh.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us. I already regret that
Yeah.
decision.
I'm just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
So the finale coming up here. Joe Donahue is 3rd in points. I don't know where Joe is. Where's Joe? He has to be on track. 'Cause he's not.
Haven't gone out yet, I don't think.
No, you have not. You're a slacker. Joe Donahue. Oh, whoa. That like put it. Okay. So Joe, you are currently in 3rd after a dominant win at Daytona. How do you feel?
Feeling pretty good. I love, driving this car. It's fun and exciting, and Sub-Stop's a fun series, and a lot of dynamic things happen. Looking forward to racing at the best racetrack in the world.
Indeed, it is. So I think Scott Sharp is currently the pole sitter.
No surprise there. The Scott Sharp is
Full 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Good lord.
Matthew Urkel and the Vipers.
That's what we call a mollywop right there, folks.
Yes, indeed. So David Land, you have 1 win this season, but I mean that's all you really got to your name. How do you feel about this season in the Viper?
Well, it's unfortunate. We've had a couple. I mean, of course, we're also participating in Clean Coal, and we haven't gotten the BOP breaks. Obviously, the Aston Martins in this series are really OP, and of course, there's only one of them. So that kind of hurts our chances quite a bit. I wasn't too thrilled at Laguna Seca. We got run off the road by the Corvettes because that's how they want to race, and of course, Clean Coal. That's another story. We dominate last year, and then we decide to make a change in terms of our equipment versus everybody else, and we get penalized for it. So that's the story of this season in sports car racing. Unfortunately for us, we'll be back next year, much stronger and in much better equipment, hopefully.
Okay, well, we didn't need a full-on session there. Joe, how do you feel about that?
Well, if you watch the Clean Coal Endurance series, you will notice that David is, yes, correct with that. Not the fastest car, although he is the lightest car and has the least drag. I fixed those settings myself, and he's still slower than the Corvettes. In that, or was, because that's now over as well. But some of the results he's had have been result of incidents, and actually, I think he has pit strategy on his side with Substop, didn't he? He got an okay performance at Indy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, he had an okay performance at Indy.
So the pit strategy helps him, but yeah, not a great season. The Vipers are hard. They don't have the performance of the rest of the field here, but work for next season to make it better, and it'll be good.
Bowler just came out with a quick time here.
Quick time.
Yeah, we're really starting to see the lap times drop. It's good to see the BMW and the Porsche putting their foot down on this whole Aston Martin domination thing. Very, very close at the top of the charts. Another 0.2 difference between the pole sitter and the second place car at the moment, though we may see that change here in a second.
Well, I mean, the BMWs have had a very good year themselves in the Fast Racing Incorporated cars. They got 2 wins, split amongst the both of them. Ben Fuller won the first race at Barber, and then Brian won at Indy, and had a very fast car there. I mean, obviously there was pit strategy involved, but Brian did have a very fast overall car, and I think Joe can agree with me, and so can David.
Mm-hmm. The Beamers are fast, the Porsches are fast, the Aston is fast, and they're pretty well versus each other. They're pretty well off, and the BMWs are fast though.
Now here's something worth mentioning. It appears like Robbie Noonan and Brian LaFleur went out, completed or started a warm up, and came in. Not sure what they're thinking there, but they may be on a last row lockout here because they've only got 1:30 to get back around.
They can't get back out on the track. They're done. They are completely done.
Is Joe Donahue out there?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I think this is actually
but he's started his lap though. I mean, it's going to be really close here.
It is going to be close. He's got
be good.
1:15. You're halfway around the course. You're at the slower portion of the course. You'll have to see.
It's gonna come down to maybe a second or two, I think.
He's got a race to get his time to start, and then he has to race to get his time to perform up front.
He's got 3 corners to go right now, I think.
Oh, Wolfgang Stone just took the pole as well.
Ooh.
That
that
Falcon Tire car that we're usually used to seeing Ian Perez in, but Perez moved up to prototype, and he's not doing double duty in this series, which is interesting to see. That's a kind of a change of pace from what we've expected out of the IRA sports car racing.
Yes, indeed. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, this is one of the first times we've seen him not in that Falcon Tire car.
Mm-hmm.
And we are gonna Joe is gonna get an attempt here to qualify. 10 seconds on the board as he crosses the start.
That was close.
Well, 47 Race Tech already did this. This happened with the prototype challenge car that they run in Clean Coal. 10-15 seconds left on the clock, and they're starting their lap. Did not pay off for Aiden Shepherds. We'll see if Joe Donahue gets it or not.
Well, it did pay off in the race with a second place finish on fuel strategy. Perhaps, these Donahue Race Tech guys aren't as bad lucky as they've seemed to be. Of course, Joe Donahue's kind of got the combination. It seems like right now he's in at least one of those 3 GT manufacturers that seem to have the upper hand right now. I believe you mentioned that this car is running on the Falcon tires, not the Michelins?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got a Falcon tire Porsche on the pole right now, and now we've got the privateer Falcon Porsche coming through, but I would imagine this is the factory Porsche team, which is weird that they would run on privateer tires, but whatever. Here comes Joe.
Well, no, it's not the factory team. It's my team.
Oh, it's not the factory team. Okay.
47
So-
Race
47 Race
Tech.
Tech is
So
its own
Porsche
thing.
doesn't have a factory team in this series.
No, they do not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, after getting all my information wrong, we're going to see if Joe can pull it off here in this weird IROC Skull Bandit half and half Neapolitan ice cream paint scheme. Is he going to be able to put it on the pole? Let's find out. Matt Faust, take us to the checkered flag.
All right, here he comes through the last two turns. Has been looking spare. I mean, he got loose coming out of turn one. Got a little bit loose here in these turns, but see how that affects him as he comes to the line. Takes the pole.
Yep.
Wow. So Joe
Only
Don-
by about 4/10, though. Still close.
And these guys, Brian is trying to do a lap. He's way too late. And Robbie did not even. I mean, he came
Robbie
around.
was late too,
Yeah,
so
he was late. He was only off by about 10 seconds, but he was still late.
Now,
we
did
got
someone
a Porsche
else
front
maybe
row
start?
lockout.
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe
I'm not sure if
someone
anyone else.
else?
Okay, these guys are trying to come out on the track. Kyler Boggs might have a lap. I don't think he does.
No, Kyler's not.
Never mind.
It would be lap 4.
Yeah, Matthew Urkel's thinking about coming out on the track for some reason.
Did Sharp just complete a lap?
He might have.
No, he did not.
Oh, he's starting one.
So not.
So
for
that's
sure.
the grid, I believe.
I believe this is the grid. Yes.
Jurgel's the only guy who did 2 laps. Why did you do 2 laps?
I don't know. I mean, he
I don't know.
improved.
He did 2 in a row. He stayed out and did a second, and
Huh.
it helped him. He moved
Yeah.
up.
Maybe he saw something.
He would have been behind the
going on.
Vipers if he had. No, he would have been ahead of the Vipers still.
All right. So our pulse. Yeah. Our pulse.
Well, you know, I will say this: if there's a massive pileup, which we didn't get in the prototype race, we might get in this one.
We
the
kind of
Vipers-
got one in.
No,
We
yeah,
can't.
but
We
I'm
can't
talking-
release that information.
Yeah.
That's in the future yet.
That's tomorrow. What are we talking about?
Future.
Never mind that.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, what are we talking about? I have no
tomorrow.
clue what happened.
I'm getting ready to go back in the. Or that's 2 days from now. What are we talking about?
I
They haven't
don't
even
even-
qualified yet.
There aren't any DeLoreans in the
For
series.
Christ's sake, guys, what are we talking about?
I don't know. What are we? Yeah,
What?
put the earmuffs on, kids.
Let's
Time to go
get
to
back
bed.
to. Let's get back to clean coal here. Or no, shit.
Yeah, dude, we're doing so well right now.
What series are we at, you big dummy?
What kind of car is that? Hell, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. All right, so actually,
I think that's the Ferrari,
I
right?
qualified better than Robbie Noonan and Brian LaFleur, and I'm not even racing. So there we go.
Good job, Matt.
Thanks. I tried. So here is your qualifying order. We're going to head to the hotel room and get ready to wake up tomorrow and watch this race and clean coal qualifying. The links will be in the description below for David Land and Joe and the IRA Racing website. So thank you guys for tuning into qualifying, and we will see you all tomorrow for the Geese Piece 14 minutes at the Glen.